Good morning, children. In class 9, you are first time doing this subject economics. Now, listen very carefully, listen to the explanations, the topic, and I hope you will get enough interest in the subject. Now, though it's a new subject to you, but still you are into this particular subject from very early days of your life and very practically in everyone's life, in everyone's daily life. Now, whenever we hear the word economics, some basic sense comes to our mind, like trade, business, money, banks, sale, purchase, business, all these things comes to our mind. Okay. Now, when these things come to our mind, there is some relation definitely with the subject economics. But before proceeding or according to your syllabus, we need to know first, according to the first chapter, we need to know the definition of economics as given by different economists in the past. Very eminent economists have given various definitions with different points, different angles, holding up different aspects of the subject or of the daily life we go through. Now, before we proceed very specifically into any one specific economist's definition, I want to tell you, if you take economics, the subject, it's a social science where the state, the nation is involved directly, as we also call a science of statecraft. Government earning, purchasing, individuals earning, spending, lot of things, business, trade, all these things are involved. So it's the totality of the entire socio-economic situation that the subject deals with. So with these things in mind, with these basic ideas, we come into the definition given by various economists. The first one we need to know is of Adam Smith, who is also known as the father of economics. Just to mention, just for your information, the word economics came from the two Greek words. One is oix, another is nemens. Oix means household, nemens means management. So, these two words, household management, was the basic idea of the subject economics to evolve. Next we come to the definition, as we talked about Adam Smith. The definition given by Adam Smith. Adam Smith defined economics as an inquiry into the nature and causes of wealth of nation. We call it a wealth-oriented definition. If you think of the stages in which the subject has evolved, you will come to know that in the first hand, economics was only concerned with how a nation accumulates wealth, how wealth is created. Okay, what are the causes of wealth creation? How people produce and only consume and distribute and all. We are coming into it. So the wealth oriented means economics deals with wealth and the causes of wealth and the disposition of the wealth. This was the major concern of the subject. As gradually days passed, economists thought about it, and then came also the welfare aspect. Then came that the resources which are used for different purpose. Resources means maybe labor, maybe land, maybe capital, raw materials, whatever you have in the economy, they are limited. So the resources should be used in a very careful way. They should be used optimally, they should not be wasted. There should not be, because the resources are scarce, they are not abundant. It seems to be abundant to us, but we always talk about saving water, we always talk about saving oil. Why? Because the resources are getting depleted. because the resources are gradually going down. So the scarce resources, how they can be used, that concept came into the definition, that subject studies, the subject deals with these particular things. And then finally the subject came with the developmental aspect of the economy, the nation, that how these resources can be used, how things can be earned, wealth can be earned, they can be properly used, welfare to be concerned, and then so we will come to them one by one, how the development comes. So we will come to them one by one, and we will see how the progress of the subject, the topics of the subject have changed. Okay, so however, first we need to know how Adam Smith defined. His concern was mainly concentrated to the wealth of nations. Wealth of nations, what he tried to feature, the subject deals with the study of wealth, where we talk about production of goods and services, where we talk about consumption of goods and services, where we talk about distribution of goods. All material things. All material things. His definition also includes the material commodities. The material commodities. And he talked about accumulation of wealth, because the more wealth you have, the more the nation grows, the nation is rich. So how the wealth can be accumulated, this also he talked about. And he also featured his sense, what he tried to also highlight was an economic man. Economic man means when we are trying to focus on gathering or causes the wealth to come to us, the man, the human being, is also concerned with self-interest. And this self-interest for survival, for enjoyment, for livelihood. So all this self-interest ultimately leads to material gains. All this self-interest leads to material gains. I would request you to please note it down. The definition also you will get in your book, textbook. Definitely read the textbook first thoroughly, the definition and the features. And the features you don't have to go for descriptive explanation, only you need to know the captions, but the definition should be written, should be learned exactly the way Adam Smith has defined. Please kindly take a note of it.